Ilvermorny, American School of Witchcraft and Wizardry Part 7. Love triumphing over the curse that Gormlaith had laid across Isolt and James, Isolt screamed at James to go to the girls. She ran to assist her adopted sons, with Slytherin's wand in her hand. Only when she raised it to attack her hated aunt did she realize that for all the good it would do her, the sleeping wand might as well have been a stick she had found on the ground. Gloating, Gormlaith drove Isolt, Chadwick, and Webster backward up the stairs, toward the place where they could hear her great nieces crying. Finally, she managed to blast open the doors to their bedroom, where James stood ready to die in front of the cribs of his daughters, which sounds a little reused, but whatever. Sure that all was lost, Isolt cried out, hardly knowing what she said, for her murdered father, William. A great clatter sounded, and the moonlight was blocked from the window as William the Puckwudgie appeared on the windowsill. Before Gormlaith knew what had happened, a poisoned arrow tip had pierced her through the heart. She let out an unearthly scream that was heard for miles around. The old witch had indulged in all manner of dark magic in an attempt to make herself invisible, and these curses now reacted with the Puckwudgie's venom, making her become as solid and as brittle as coal before the shattering into 1,000 pieces. The Ollivander wand fell to the ground and burst. All that was left of Gormlaith Gaunt was a pile of smoking dust, a broken stick, and a charred dragon heartstring. William the Puckwudgie had saved the family's lives. In exchange for their gratitude, he merely barked that he noticed Isolt had not bothered to say his name for a decade, and that he was offended that she only called him when in fear of her imminent death. Isolt, of course, was too tactful to point out that she'd been calling for a different William. James was delighted to meet the Puckwudgie of whom he had heard so much, and forgetting that Puckwudgies hate most humans, he wrung the perplexed William's hand, and said how glad he was he had named one of the houses of Ilvermorny after him. It's widely believed that it was this piece of flattery that softened William's heart, because he moved his family of Puckwudgies into the house the next day, and, complaining constantly as usual, helped them to repair the damage that Gormlaith had wreaked. He then announced that the wizards were too dim to protect themselves and negotiated a healthy retainer in gold for acting as the school's private security and maintenance service. Slytherin's wand remained inactive following Gormlaith's command in Parseltongue, and Isolt couldn't speak the language, but in any case she no longer wanted to touch the wand anyway. Instead, she and James buried it outside the grounds. Within a year, an unknown species of snakewood tree had grown out of the earth on the spot where the wand was buried. It resisted all attempts to prune or kill it, but after several years the leaves were found to contain powerful medicinal properties. This tree seemed testament to the fact that Slytherin's wand, like his scattered descendants, encompassed both noble and ignoble, and the very best of him seemed to have migrated to America. Ilvermorny's reputation grew steadily through the following years. For many years, Isolt and James remained joint headmaster and headmistress, and as you might expect of a school part founded by a nomad, Ilvermorny has the reputation of being one of the most democratic and least elitist of all the great wizarding schools. In the next part, I'm just going to do some really cool facts and stuff like that. Shouldn't take more than a minute, so check it out.